origins. In 1569, of uncertain origin, the word and the first specimen arrived in London, shark. Brought by John Hawkins, English shipbuilder, commander, merchant, navigator, pirate, slave trader, one of the first. Cousin to Francis Drake, raider and robber, greatest pirate of the age, who would later circumnavigate the water, looking for booty and making maps. He would sail north from Central America, chasing the Northwest Passage, chasing myth, find San Francisco Bay as the fog parted, and enter through the gate. He would stay a month, June 1579, overhaul his ship, meet the Ohlone, name it New Albion, and call it a discovery. So John Hawkins rented a 700-ton galleon from the Queen. The ship was called Jesus of Lubbock. She was shell-built with clinker planking, an extended hulk, and 36 cannons. He rebuilt it, set off with 4 smaller ships, the Angel, the Swallow, the Judith, the Minion, sailed to the West African coast. It was his 3rd expedition. His galleon was heavy with silver and slaves. He learned language from strangers, traded it for food. Only the best words survived. Apex predator, top of the food chain, a shifting knave, a crook. He ventured near Campeche to the port of Mexico, western side of the Yucatan, with an assortment of local sailors captured along the way. He wanted in. He claimed bad weather. It was a clear day. Some stories say winds had blown him off course. Others, printed in books, say he took shelter from a hurricane. Some say he lost 500 men on that voyage and still brought home a nice profit. So he was allowed into the harbor to refit and make ready to sail at a small rocky island in the middle of it all. Later it would be named the Battle of San Juan de Ulua, 1568, after the island, not to be confused with the Battle of San Juan de Ulua, 1838, also after the island. He moored his vessels and hostages were traded by both sides. On the first night, 10 dozen Spanish soldiers armed only with daggers went aboard to invite the English to dinner. Meanwhile, Hawkins had his cousin Drake load their gold onto the Judith and wait. Men died on all sides and disappeared into bloody waters, ruled by great white villains of the underworld. Cut to pieces, sharp tooth, shock. Mayan, this is the origin. Cousins to crocodiles, toothed whales, and large fish, they circled and pounced. One by one, and then all at once, the victims of battle disappeared, pulled under and looted. Scraps of men scattered the harbor. Hawkins set fire to the flagship, don't tell the Queen, and fought from the helm of the Minion. The Angel sank, the Swallow was seized, Hawkins and Drake escaped. Drake sailed the Judith back to England, hid the loot, and lied to the Queen. She put him in chains, but he escaped with the gold. A month later than his cousin, February 1569, John Hawkins arrived in England. Sea dog, swindler, demon, or rogue, he brought back new worlds, ivory, hides, and sugar, and new words, shock, taken in battle, heard on the high seas, beware, sharp tooth, shock. The few who survived pressed into the lexicon this new word, shark.
Jen from SFSU.